and welcome to the news in English for Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here are the main contents of today's news. Continuing the agenda of the 4th conference, the Executive Committee of the 10th Provincial Parties Committee spent most of the time in the morning of April the 8th discussing implementation results of the missions in the first quarter and deploying missions in the second quarter. The main focus of discussion is to promote administrative reforms, including the administrative procedures, in order to facilitate production and living of citizens. The parties agreed that the administrative reforms have been implemented for many years and have achieved certain improvements, but have yet to meet the requirements and aspirations of people, as well as the requirements of integration. One of the problems of people interest in most of the localities is the transferring of the Land Fund Development Center to the Department of Natural Resources and Environment. The deputy said this decision is not consistent with the trend of administrative reforms as well as authority assignment to localities, since in reality, the Land Fund Development Center is mainly responsible for compensations for land clearance to serve projects. Another problem of interest is water shortage for production and living. With the effects of large-scale El Nino, droughts, saline intrusion, the situation in Đồng Nai province is not as bad as in the Mekong River Delta, but water shortage is also serious in many localities. In Long Khánh town, currently more than 1,000 in the total of more than 2,000 wells are running out of water. If the hot weather still continues, there will be serious effects to yield, crop quality, and even worse, the agricultural production. Long Khánh town, Xuân Lộc district, Vĩnh Cửu district, and Định Quán district suggested the province focus on the building of irrigation system, including the reservoirs, to ensure water supplies serving the production living in the long run. According to information from the Trade Promotion Delegation of Đồng Nai Province in the United States, led by Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Trần Văn Vĩnh, from April the 4th to April the 7th, the delegation has worked with the state of Texas. In particular, the delegation has met leaders of the state of Texas, the Texas Trade Development Board, and a number of major enterprises in the field of trade, services, aviation, and port, etc. At the meetings, the delegation has introduced to its partners the potentials and strengths of Đồng Nai province. Accordingly, Đồng Nai is one of the most dynamic industrial provinces in Vietnam, with 36 industrial zones, having in-sync technical infrastructure system to meet the requirements of investors. Đồng Nai is also an important transportation hub of the country. In the coming time, when the project of Long Thành International Airport is implemented, Đồng Nai will become a focal point of trade, transshipment of the whole area. Up to now, Đồng Nai has more than 1,000 FDI enterprises from 43 countries and territories with a total registered capital of more than $25 billion, and most of them are doing quite well in Vietnam. The Trade Promotion Delegation of the province this time would like to find the opportunity to associate with other businesses in the state of Texas to supply cashews, coffee, fruits, and other food items. Currently, the U.S. is the largest export market of Đồng Nai, with over 30% of the total export turnover of the province. Texas is home to the inland port development and is known as the global logistics center. The British defense magazine IHS Chains recently announced plans of Indonesia to significantly boost their forces in the Natuna Islands controlled by this country on the east coast and is being provoked by China recently. According to what the British magazine got about the meeting between General Gatot Nurmantio, commander of the Indonesian military, with the National Defense Commission, the intelligence and diplomatic representatives of Indonesia, the Indonesian Air Force is about to deploy 4 task units on the island of Pulau Natuna Besa, the largest one in the Natuna Islands in the East Sea. These units are equipped with Oerlikon Sky Shield system, a versatile automatic 35mm artillery that can shoot 1,000 rounds per minute, and the precision-guided ammunition. Natuna is an archipelago including 270 islands in the south of the East Sea, located between the Malay Peninsula and Borneo Island. Indonesia has the sovereignty over these islands. The unilateral statement on the 9-dash line of China includes the exclusive economic zone of these islands. Notable happenings have just been reported in the information leak entitled Panama Profile. The British Prime Minister David Cameron admits having benefited from an investment fund founded by his father in Panama. Joining the interview on the ITV News channel, Prime Minister Cameron admits he owns shares in a fund founded by his father in Panama for tax evasion, and he has sold £31,500 before becoming Prime Minister in 2010. However, Prime Minister Cameron said he did not know whether the money that he inherited from his father is the benefits from the above-mentioned fund or not. This is the fifth interpretation within 4 days that Prime Minister Cameron and his assistants put out about the benefits that he and his family enjoyed from his father's overseas fund. Shortly after Prime Minister Cameron acknowledged involvement in the Panama scandal, the opposition have demanded his resignation. That's all for the news in English for today. Thanks for joining us and goodbye.